Thank God you came. How many more days could I wait? Make plans with you, and I won't let them fall through. I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. Jealousy cry for you. Do things when you want me to. Like control, yeah, like control. Don't work like that when you love somebody. My old flex is my new flex now, and we're working on it. That's why I need all the energy that you bring to me. My last girl would tear me apart, but she never wanna split a thing with me. But when it comes to you, I think I'd lie for you. I think I'd die for you. Do things when you want me to, like control. Like control. So, everybody want to know where's Doug at? What is Doug saying in all this? Carlos is going to ask her, how do your father feel about this? Now, we do know that word was out that she called Dad. Dad told her, let him see the footage. And so, let's just see what she's saying.
And that's okay.
How does your father feel about what happened?
I think that he is trying to process some very heavy feelings. I think that he is at a point in his life where all of these great things are happening. You know, he has this new opportunity as the head coach. And so any conversations that I have had with him have really just been him keeping me encouraged and telling me that, you know, I know your heart. Like, I know that you're not this person that people are making you out to be. I know that this was a long time coming. When I talked to him after the Hawaii thing happened, I said, Dad, you know our dynamic. You know that this is not, I didn't get on here with the intent to do this. And so I think that having his understanding and knowing that he knows our history is very reassuring. And I think that what people get misconstrued, and I've seen all sorts of sick comments like I'm such and such from Eve's Bayou and I want my dad and all of this and that. What they fail to realize is that he has been my protector in times that I needed one. He has been that source of relief. When things in the house are too heavy or whatever, he will remove me from the situation before I get to the point of disrespecting her. You understand what I'm saying? So I look to him. Anything that comes to her, I'm going to my dad about it, period. Because you know what it is.
So this girl have always disrespected her mom. My thing is, when she gonna disrespect her dad, y'all, she gonna say he just a coach. She the only basketball wives on there. He's just a coach right now. Well, that is, being a coach is part of basketball
that I'm dealing with. And I feel like if nobody else can get you together, Doug Christie.
I now get it. Every time you would bring up Doug and you would say, I'm calling my father, you feel like your father is the only one who understands Jackie Christie.
And is the only one that
and
can
the one
really
that can check her.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So that because I think in your mind you feel like my mother has fooled the world and has fooled the audience.
But
and
you can't.
But this man not only can hold you accountable, he knows that what I'm saying is the gospel because he knows who he's married to. And that's the reason why you kept bringing your father's name. A lot of people, and listen, you don't have to answer this. If you don't want to, you can tell me that's whatever. A lot of people were not happy with you as well when you did say that's why Doug is leaving you. Would you like to address that?
What I can say about that is it's not my place to speak on anybody else's marriage. It was very, like I said, tacky and tasteless, and was clearly just when I watched myself say that, I'm like, girl, now you know that you didn't have to take it to him. You did not have to take it that far. that's just not, that is one regret that I do have out of the entire season. That is the one thing that I regret, because I didn't have to say that. I could have kept it right where it was at. You get what I'm saying? Like, but I'm spiraling. Like at this point now, I'm just
yeah. You wanted to hurt her, obviously.
Yeah.
Have you heard from Shawnee O'Neal since the incident happened, or the episode have aired?
We talked briefly right after the incident happened. Just I think like because it was such a big deal that it was like now the higher ups step in and like say something, communicate.
So I know Shawnee is executive producer, you guys, but I don't know if y'all know this, but Roy said that she was the one pitched. So as y'all know, Takari got this tell-all book about her life, and that has made Chantill the golden child mad. But let's just see what she says. I was turning 2 years old, and I remember all of my cousins and I were getting ready to go somewhere at my parents' new house. Everyone in the family was excited to be leaving our little roach-infested shack to go visit my mother and sister in their brand new 3-storage home on top of the hill, y'all. When I walked into the home for the first time, oh boy, it's not feel like it was my home. I felt like an orphan kid wishing to be adopted by this family that lived in this nice big house. Now, y'all, some of this is cut off, so I'm trying to do the best I can. So she walked into her sister's bedroom, and her jaw broke open to the floor. Pink everywhere. Oh, the golden child. The golden child is even shading her dad now, y'all. But pink was everywhere, y'all. It was nicely decorated for a little girl. Ooh, I have never seen anything like it before. I was used to with my grandmama, and I living over in that crowded bedroom, cluttered with stuff all around the residence that she was raising. Chantill and I definitely lived in two separate worlds, through which Chantill was afforded such a beautiful, spacious bedroom in their house. She soon will find out, y'all. Because guess what? The golden child, right? The golden child was thrown in the same cramped living quarters with me at grandmama's house. So Chantel is telling it all. She also said that, she was treated so bad because her mom looked at her as, being heavy set. So she would make her do about 400 sit-ups or something like that, while Chantel get to sit over there and eat what she want to eat. Child on the couch. Chantel gonna tell you later on that the story Chantel was on Basketball Wives shading her mama. Yeah, over a decade ago, telling, I believe that girl name is Laura, but anyway, it was two sisters on there. She was telling the same story that her mom was saying. Yeah, watch her, make sure she do all them sit-ups or those exercises or on that treadmill, what I told her to do. She said she was just a little girl. How is she going to watch her older sister? But anyway, you guys, what you're looking at is the dysfunctional behavior of Jackie and her daughter. Now, look, girls are mouthy. I don't condone this girl Chantel the way she did her mom. But let me tell you something. Sometimes it's going to be that golden child that's going to raise up and look at you, and they're not gonna be grateful for nothing you did for them. And this what Jackie looking at right now. And it's the opposite. That beautiful Takari with that beautiful personality. She says, I have no regrets about my life anymore. All that anger, all of that is just gone. She forgave her mother, so now they have a relationship. Now get this, Jackie still haven't seen her grandkids. And y'all remember, everybody got mad at Jackie when Takari's son got burnt. And according to Takari, she didn't send a card, roses, pick up the phone and call her or nothing. Only time she addressed that issue about her grandson being burnt was on TV. She got mad at Evelyn for sending her money through the GoFundMe. Anyway, the next clip you're gonna see is the golden child dragging her mom. So this is Chantill speaking on Takari, y'all. Y'all remember about 8 years ago, almost a decade ago, when Chantill started speaking against her mother. I often wonder what was that all about, and why would she go to Jackie Ops? At that time, it was those two sisters and talk about her mother. Now, was she saying that her mother is a colorist and that she neglected Takari? You know, she didn't want in no photos. She didn't want her around because she was a dark-skinned, fat person. But some of the stuff she's saying is true. We do know that Kari did say some things, like allegedly in her book, that she had to do all these sit-ups all the time before she could even go out and play while her sisters just sit on the couch and look at her. Now, what happened to the golden child? Chantill is the golden child, you guys. So what happened? Why is she so angry at her mother? Let's just listen to this. Now, I like to know this too about Shawnee. Shawnee brings in these people to attack Jackie, right? And oftentimes, they're always saying children are off limits. Children are off limits, but yet and still, Shawnee allows these drama and dysfunctional topics about Jackie's children to be aired on TV, just like that fight. I didn't think, even if they did get in a little scuffle, Chantill and her mother Jackie, I don't feel like they should have aired it. But let's just listen at this.
I found that little girl in her when she was talking. When I listened to her talk about your sister being darker,
it really just, it disgusts me, because that was another thing. Like, for years, my sister and I, we didn't speak to each other. No relationship whatsoever, because she always played us against each other. She's fat and she's black and you're skinny and you need to stay in shape and you're the model, and it blows my mind.
Now, we do know, I didn't know whether Chantill was telling the truth or not, but it's been backed up allegedly by Takari. Takari was the one that was left, man. She was left there, and with the grandma, which is great. Grandma, if I had to leave my kids with anybody, I would rather put my children to be with grandma. But the fact is that this golden child is acknowledging that her mother always divided those two. They're not getting along too well right now because she wrote a book, a tell-all book about her experience with the family, talking about Takari, y'all. So let's keep it on. Shame on you, Jackie. Shame on you.
that she couldn't be in pictures because she was too dark.
I don't really recall like a family photo that we all took together. She was always like the outcast, like my mom.
Now, I used to always wonder, y'all. I did. You see Jackie every year. Jackie gives get some kind of wedding, wedding on her wedding vow. She's always talking about all of my kids out here, but you never saw Takari. So let's just keep it going.
Go as far as to, Car, you have to run on the treadmill, and Channing, you stand there and watch her, and you write down what time she got on and what time she got off. It's ridiculous. Like, she's like 12. I'm like 8. Like, you want me to stand here and watch her run on this treadmill because she's not the size that I am, or she's not the color that I am, or she has fuller lips than I do.
I knew that.
So now, this young lady right here, is this Laura? I believe that's who she is. But anyway, you guys, she did it to spite Jackie. She does not, for some reason, at this point, Jackie and these two sisters was at each other's throat. So when they bought her daughter Chantill on, it was to go after Jackie, y'all. So someone is saying, this Breezy Babe said, this makes so much sense. Doug is Jackie's only priority. Having beautiful daughters who said that they were beautiful. They are beautiful, but being a high light skin does not detect that you're beautiful. A lot of people seem to think that just because you are a certain color, you are prettier than if you were darker. But she's saying that this is the Breezy Babe. This is 5 years ago, longer than that she wrote this. This makes so much sense. Doug is Jackie's only priority. Having beautiful daughters, she is insecure about her own self to the point where she wouldn't allow her daughters, I guess, to take pictures with her or film with her. Now, somebody else is saying, what really pissed me off, started saying, what's really pissed me off, the front Doug puts on for everybody. All right, let's keep it going.
Jackie and her daughter's relationship was strained. I didn't know to the extent of the degree.
Like, the damage that she did to me and my sister's relationship, she won't even take accountability for. At this point, it's just like a fake, I have to keep talking to you so you won't go talk about me on Twitter and talk about me on Facebook and
So you
tell your side of the story.
She doesn't care.
Why else would you speak about your daughter like this? Oh, the fat one and the black one and the this and the that. Like, my sister was homeless for 3 months? Like, how can you possibly sleep at night? How can you get into your big, comfy, plush ass bed in a mansion and know that your daughter is somewhere on somebody's floor, probably unwanted? It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. You guys are so dysfunctional. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I've been there and done that. I'm not no colorist, but my older daughter had a big mouth, so we stayed into it. But after she got older, all that stopped, and we have the best relationship now. Now, by the time that's when she was a teenager, but she'll tell you, not no teenager anymore. You're not no teenager anymore. You should be more mature. She was a lot younger right here. I believe she was a teen right here. Chantill is married. She claimed what set her off was her mother. Her mother came in there and was trying to talk about the relationship with her first baby's dad. He's suing her for custody. So Jackie bought it up, and she said that's where the fury come from on this show. Well, how things have changed. Now Takari loves her mother. Takari and the mom is getting along, and now Chantel, Chantel is not getting along with Takari or Jackie. Doug, where you at in all of this? Doug, where you at? One person said on here, you always trying to keep the front of the cameras. That's one thing I like about Doug now. He's not going against his wife on nobody, for no cameras, for nobody. I don't know what they talk about behind the scenes, but as a husband, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He will not embarrass his family. He will not embarrass his wife in public.
Are really temples and recopied everything and took it over there. We already in Egypt. This Kentucky, Illinois, and all of this stuff. This Memphis, they've been found the Sphinx. You seeing it saying? Kentucky, Louisville, Illinois, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, all this shit was Egypt, man. All of it was Egypt, y'all. And it was called a preface, introduction to a book. Prove, y'all, that Congress crushed history and recreated it and took it overseas. In Shelby County, Tennessee, Egypt, BC 2170 through AD 1897, they recreated history and passed a law to take it overseas. The war was here. Okay, look, Congress' right to create. Notes, Great Pyramid of Egypt, the Cubans used it is designed to take it overseas, right? Sectional plan of the pyramid prepared for society, right? The Great Pyramids of Egypt especially prepared for Ohio Auxiliary Society, this institute. So they used this to recreate history, bro. Crushed it and took the remains and took it overseas. Okay, check this out. Let's work from the floor plan from this intersection for the first order comes the Grand Gallery. The Grand Gallery had to be placed agreed upon by Smith Angles. He took means of sets of trials, trying over and over again. Congress' right to create the whole war overseas, like it happened overseas. Look, Hispanics. So they created the whole Punic War, man. The Roman Republic versus the Carthaginian Empire from 2064 BC to 146 BC. That's Alexander the Great and all that. It happened in America, but they took it over there. What's the Carthaginian Empire? Located in North Africa. But they're not going to say Egypt. They're not going to say Memphis, because then you would know. You would know that it didn't happen over there, that it happened over America. So look, Congress' right to create. They redrew what they found in America and took it over there in those temples. And took it over there. They rebuilt that stuff over there for movies. Congress' right to create. Look, they was drawing the whole plan out, y'all. And they got it from here in Memphis and other zoos too that are really temples. They recopied everything and took it over there. We already in Egypt. This Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky, Illinois, and all of this stuff. This Memphis. They've been found the Sphinx. You seeing it saying? Kentucky, Louisville, Illinois, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, all this shit was Egypt, man. All of it was Egypt, y'all. And it was called a preface, Introduction to a Book.